I don't know if there's a correct research term for it, but the outcome study, just a clinical outcome study where where you take all the variables into account. You say that there's going to be normal variables. There's going to be the mood of the doctor, the intention of the doctor. There's going to be the mood and the intention of the practice member. Because chiropractic just has too many variables. I don't think that to be accountable and to show that there's some efficacy. I think it's tricky because it just doesn't fit the traditional model of let's eliminate all but one variable and let's see how this works. It's not our approach. It's more of an ecological approach where you would work locally and have global effects. So I would like that, just the case study, to get. I'd like more and more people to publish them. Something that I'm going to do once I get my practice up and running. I plan on writing a lot of case studies because I think just a preponderance of evidence, all this anecdotal evidence that gets shown to people, I think that it'll be an irresistible tidal wave. People will just have to accept it. My life message is to think for yourself, find your own truth, and run with it. Be okay with it. Don't give in to the prevailing opinion. Don't necessarily give in to authority just because something's been dogma for forever. Just it's okay to question it. It's okay to think for yourself, and if you find a way that works, that's okay. There's lots of ways to do things. So that's where I'm coming from. I don't want to get too plugged in to a mass opinion because I find that is dangerous. What's passionate to me is that people give it a chance. I mean, my father hates lasagna. He's never eaten it. He hates it. He's 92. Frustrates the heck out of me. I don't want folks to be like that with something more important than lasagna. Okay? You've heard stories. My uncle's brother's sister's dog was injured by a chiropractor or something crazy. Have an open mind. Unplug from all the mass hysteria that's out there. Just listen to what I'm saying. If you think it makes sense in your quiet time, think about it and come to me. It's a safe environment. Well, hopefully there's a very good taste right now in their mouth. I guess I would like to thank you for the invitation to come on and be interviewed as part of your program. It's very flattering for someone who's a student and doesn't really think that he has a great grasp on things yet. It's nice to be able to have this dialogue with you. I would say that I don't really have a parting thought other than to try to educate people, which is my main focus, to try to help people be open to the possibilities other than a needle and a knife, because there's a whole lot more out there. And there's plenty of people that say, I feel fine. I say, well, the ground feels fine beneath your feet just moments before an earthquake. And then all hell breaks loose. And you had no way of knowing. So just because you feel good doesn't mean a whole lot all the time. I'm excited because I think people are ready for it. I think they feel it. I think they know it. I think being bombarded with all of this craziness with all the drug commercials and all this other stuff, and they see the drugs being pulled off the market and how things aren't really working. I just sense a shift that people are really, really ready for it. They're just a little timid because it's kind of the fear of the unknown. And I think that as chiropractors, we should really focus on educating people, giving them a really safe place, giving everyone their own space and time in which to grow into our profession, because it is such a departure from the way they normally think that I think we can't be too anxious to push people into it. I think we have to be persistent to educate them, but also make them feel really comfortable and give them a big wide open space so that when they're ready and they can commit, we're going to be here for them.